Hello friends! So here I am, bare face. There's nothing on my face except for moisturizer. So I am gonna go ahead and grab my normal makeup things that I wear on a normal makeup day. I figured this would be fun to do today, and then we'll be chatting about some other stuff. But I will show you just, when I don't want to think about it, when there's nothing special going on, these are the things that I use. So this right here, and sorry about the lighting, you can't really see it, so I'll just tell you this is my IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation. I've made a big dent on that. This is the color tan. It's actually a little bit dark for me. It works better in the summer, but I'm just trying to finish it off and get through it. Then I also use this Limelight powder that I've made a huge dent on. This is like their translucent powder or something like that, so we're going to set everything with that. What else? As far as, concealer, I don't normally use that on like, a basic makeup day, but if I want just a little bit of something, I'll use something like the Julep Perkit under eye treatment brightener, just something very subtle just to give me a little bit of extra moisture right there. And then now if we were doing a full-on makeup, application, which we'll do on a different date, I'll just show you real quick. I would use, a heavier concealer like the Makeup Revolution, or I would use maybe the Naked Skin from Urban Decay. And then I would definitely set it with this right here, the Revolution Makeup Revolution banana powder. But again, we're not doing that today. But I just saw it in my drawers, so I wanted to tell you about it. All right. So then, fun fact: I am a hoarder of sponges. So I have a million. We may use one just a little bit today. Once we do the concealer. So right here in this little bag, I keep some of them. This is a little one from Lime Life that we're gonna use, and then okay, so that's kind of my base face, right? My brushes, I totally need to wash my brushes, but there's still a few that are usable, so that's what I'm gonna be using today. Then also from this drawer, and you guys tell me if you want me to do like a makeup drawer, extravaganza investigation of what all I keep in there. It's going to be up to you. Let me see if that's better. I think that's a little bit better with the lighting. I'm going to be using my NYX or NYX eyeshadow primer. I don't think I need anything else from that drawer. So then the next thing I would do, and usually when I have a little bit of time, I like to pull all of my stuff out and just kind of have it ready because I have so much. Otherwise, I just get sidetracked and, not fun. Let's see what else I have in here. So my other drawer is going to be my blush. When I don't want to think about which blush I'm using, I love the Too Faced. This is one of the hearts. You can see there's a big dent in there because I've used this a ton. It has a little bit of glow in there, so it kind of, works to brighten up my face as well. So I'll have that out. I don't think I'm going to do bronzer or anything crazy like that. Sometimes I also use the Ever palettes. Here's one of them that I use, pretty neutral colors, but today I don't feel like using that. Let's see. As far as my eye makeup, oh man, that's so hard because I have so many palettes. So like one that I've been using lately is the Norvina from Anastasia. That's what I call it. Okay, you can call it whatever you want. Anastasia, I don't think that's right. So it has a bunch of just pretty colors. So I like that. So whew, there's a little bit of stuff floating around. So, and that's mine, so I can blow on it, okay? Not a big deal. So I'm going to use that one. And then for liquid eyeliner. Oh my gosh, you guys, like this right here, I've tried all the really expensive liquid eyeliners and nothing works as good as this thing right here. I think this is like $7 or something. It's the NYX, or NYX Professional Makeup Epic Ink Liner. And it's, you'll see it here in action in a minute, like a, plumon. Oh my gosh, what is it called? Marker. Like a marker that you can just use. And then one thing that I always use when I do my makeup is my, eye curler, because I curl my eye. No, eyelash curler. And then as far as mascara, we're going to use the Whiplash from Ever. Okay. And what else? So I have my face stuff, have my eye stuff. We're going to use the Norvina palette. And then I go back and forth with the pencil liner. I don't always use it, but I think I'm going to today because I want a little bit of extra definition. So I'm going to use this brown Marc Jacobs pencil. Now, I am waiting on a friend to pop by, so if she comes over all of a sudden, I'm going to have to stop this and come back to it, you know, after she's gone. Because I don't think she wants to be in my video. I don't know. All right, so we'll have that pencil out. And I think that's pretty much all we're going to need. I don't know that we're going to need anything else. And again, my brushes are dirty, so if you're going to judge me, like, whatever, that's your life. But I'm going to go ahead and grab my favorite brushes. Now, they're dirty from my face and from my makeup, so I think it's fine, like, not a big deal. But, you know, whatever. So the first thing I usually do, and again, my face is moisturized, and also what I've done, this is very important. Oh my god, I lips. Okay, so this is very important. I always put some kind of like lip balm on, like way before I start doing my makeup. And I also keep, you know, like a paper towel or napkin or something nearby to kind of wipe my hands if I touch something or whatever. And then, oh, lip. So what kind of lip am I going to wear today? Let me see. My lips are pretty decent. You know, I just kind of base it off of that. If my lips are super dry, I'm not going to do a liquid lipstick. I'm going to do like a balmy, you know, lipstick, something moisturizing. If my lips are okay like they're right now, I could do a liquid lipstick. But honestly, I have no idea what I want to do with my lips. I guess it's going to depend on how the eye look turns out. Okay, I'm going to grab what I'm thinking about. So in my big purse, I have a lipstick that I wore, I think I wore it earlier this week, so it should be in here. Somebody's car just drove by, but that ain't for me. So I have a couple that I've worn this week. This is a MAC Pretty, like, what is it called? Nouvelle Vogue. Matte lipstick. It's cute. It's kind of like a, you know, a little bit more than a neutral. And then this one. I think this is what I'm going to wear with this look. This is kind of nasty because I wore it a few times. But it's a hot pink. And it's from Fenty Beauty. And it's called Candy Venom. So love this. Alright, so let's start. So the first thing I would do is going to be like kind of swirl my brush in this, you know, powder stuff. And I told you this is a little dark for me right now, okay? But that's okay. I'm okay with it. So, and it's not gonna look super caked on. It could, depending on how I apply it, but I just put it on to kind of give me a little bit of color. And I don't know if you can see what I'm doing because I'm trying to look in the mirror behind you. So, you know, this is kind of a new experience for me. Still figuring out how to do this on this mirror. So again, just to give me a little bit of color. So hopefully you can tell, I can. It kind of evens out my skin without covering everything. You know, I'm not somebody who likes to cover absolutely every freaking, like, you know, skin mark or whatever. I'm okay with it. I think my skin is actually pretty good. But I do like a little bit of color and a little bit of evenness. I totally forgot to use the concealer first, but that's okay. I do that all the time. And so I'm going to use it now. Just a little bit right here. And this is one that you click. And I'm just going to use it, again, to add a little bit of moisture in this area. I'm not going to do the whole Kim Kardashian, like, you know, I do that sometimes if I'm doing like a full-on face. This is more like an everyday. So if I'm doing like a full-on thing, you know, I would. But in this case, all I want is just a little bit more moisture right there. And a little bit of brightening. So I'm just putting it on. And this is dry. I don't use a wet one for this. I'm just kind of, you know, putting that on there. And then usually I will grab another brush that I'm looking for. I'm looking for a brush. And I would do just my clear powder. Or white, you know, translucent. Just to kind of set that concealer. And I almost just poked my eye with the brush, but no big deal. Okay. All right. So, looks okay. It's not like, oh my God. But again, it's my everyday, just kind of, you know, kind of look, okay? So we'll look at it at the end. Like, this is still like step like 2. So, don't get too hung up on it. And then I'm just swirling my brush here on the blush. Now, I am a blush person, okay? I love blush. So, for some people this might be a little too much. I love it. And then I go back with my face brush and I just kind of blend it. Plus, I do a lot of pictures. I do, a lot of videos and stuff. And you have to almost do a little bit more than normal. I got something in my eye. You have to do a little bit more than normal for it to show on camera. Like, see, I just put a shit ton of blush on, and you still can't really see it on the camera. Hold on, I'm checking because I got something in my eye. Oh my gosh, sorry about that. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a little bit more, just because I don't see it yet. And again, in person I see it a lot, but on camera it's still kind of faint. And again, I just kind of blend the edges. Okay, I like that a lot more. So that's for blush. So, my face is starting to look like a face. I totally forgot to grab this right here, eyebrow stuff. So eyebrow stuff, I go back and forth. It just depends on what I'm doing now. I'm totally in a weird eyebrow stage right now because I'm trying to let my eyebrows grow out to kind of, wear them fuller. So I'm going and seeing this girl who's fantastic with brows. I go to her every like 2.5, 3 weeks. So we're working towards kind of a new shape. So it's a weird stage right now. Like, there's a lot of extra little pelos right here. But we're just gonna live with it. So for now, I've been using, it's all rubbed off because I've used it so much, the Makeup Revolution eyebrow pencil. I don't know what it's called. And it's a thicker point or whatever. I don't know what color this is. Yeah, I do, dark brown. So I mainly like fill in, if you see right here, that's a birthmark that I have. So I kind of just fill that in and just add a little bit more. This is basically my same color. I'm just, gonna add a little. Now, it looks scary right now, but don't you worry, it's not gonna stay like that. And again, I'm just trying to kind of follow the shape right now. Okay, yeah, that looks scary. I would not go outside like that. That's scary. But then the other side is a spoolie. So then I'm gonna do that. Just kind of brush it off, and that looks a little bit more natural. Again, my eyebrows are in a weird stage, so, judge if you will. But I am working towards a new shape. So here is where I feel. And it's hard because I'm looking at it in real life, but I'm also making sure it looks good on camera. Because that's what you're going to see when I take pictures and stuff. Like, there's a piece right here that's bothering me. But I think that's just because I don't have pelos right there. So, again, we're just getting through this new shape. Okay. And we'll fix that in a second. So, now I'm no expert, but I do love makeup, and I've been doing my makeup for a long time, and I think I do a pretty good job. So hopefully, you watching some of this will help you, just kind of see how I do it, because I get a lot of comments from you guys like, oh my god, your makeup's so cool, but like, I really don't do anything that's too crazy. I often add glitter, which makes it look like you tried harder. Now, they still look crazy because I don't have any eye makeup on. So we'll go through the eyes, and then if I need to modify anything, I will. That's usually how I do it. Okay, so now we are going to do this primer. And the way I do it is I just put it on like that, and then with my fingers I'm going to like, do the thing, okay? So, and my friend's not here yet, so we're going to continue on. Okay, so then I'm I'm just kind of, you know, making sure that this is all covered up with the primer. And again, guys, I'm not saying I'm like a beauty guru or a pro or anything. I did go to beauty school years ago, but focused on hair. But, you know, I love makeup. I am a person who loves trying new things and, you know, all of that. So I got the primer on. And then next we're going to go with the palette. And we are going to do a couple things. So first I'm going to grab this color right here called Dreamer. And I'm going to use the mirror on the palette because it's closer. And some of you guys probably know I am blind. Like, I normally wear glasses or contacts. I'm not wearing either right now. Because even when I wear contacts, I usually don't put them on until after I've done my makeup. Because, you know, I don't want to get a bunch of extra makeup on my contacts. So I have to look up close. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just putting that Dreamer, it's kind of like a vanilla color, matte, just all over my lid. No, still not here. Okay. So I put it all over. And the reason I do that is just so, you know, my eyeshadow has like a good base. Okay. All right. So that's done. And then I will grab, so this is an angled brush that's like super dirty, but I always use dark colors with it, so it's fine. And then all I do is just kind of place it here in the corner. Okay, you can always add more, and again, it's gonna look crazy right now, but this is the beginning of it, so it's okay if it looks crazy. And I wouldn't go outside like this, but you know. And I can never, as much makeup as I do, I can never get them the same. Like, they're always like, you know. But because your eyes are not exactly the same shape, so I'm not necessarily trying to get them to be the same. I'm just, you know, making sure they look good. Okay, so that's kind of what I do at first. And if you do it differently, then hey, sure, whatever. I don't care. This is how I like to do my makeup. Okay, and then with this, like a flatter brush, I will take another color. So like I'm using Love, this kind of, it's like a pink. And I'm just going to put it here. And then we're going to blend everything, and it's not going to look so crazy, okay? I promise. Yeah, right now it looks like ice cream. Like, you know, that ice cream that's like strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate? That's what it looks like right now. But that's okay. Not extremely concerned about it right now, because I know we will blend it. Okay, now I have to find a semi-clean blending brush. Yeah, and I'm just rubbing it on the paper to see if it's clean. And then, let's see if I can get this to work. So I'm just kind of swiping. I need to do this with the close-up mirror because I can't see. So then the colors, you know, it's not going to be as intense. But that's okay. That's my whole point. Like, you know, it looks scary at first, but once you blend it, looks less scary. And sometimes what I do is once I've blended it, I reapply a little bit of this color in the middle, because now I know it's gonna blend good. Okay? Again, I'm not telling you I'm a pro or any of this, but I'm showing you how I do it, because you guys always compliment my makeup. And this is like one of my basic makeup looks that I do a lot. So then I kind of, you know, go back through with the dark. So, see, it's, I think for it to look nice, like it's almost like a, you know, you do it and then you blend it and then you kind of do it again. Okay. And then a little bit more blending. And my eyebrows are out of control because they're so big. And I'm not used to having big eyebrows. Okay. So I'm pretty pleased with how that looks. In person it looks, a little bit brighter than it does on camera. The camera does wash it out a little bit. So now what I would do is just kind of look and see if I need to do anything with my face. Grab another semi-clean brush and just kind of brush off any eyeshadow fallout that I may have gotten. And I think that looks pretty good. Then the next thing I will do, and I am so scared to do this on camera because, shit happens, but we're gonna try it. And this is just real life. Like, this is what I do, and then sometimes it gets ruined, and then you just fix it, and whatever. So this is my eyeliner, and I am gonna use this smaller mirror so that I can see up close what I'm doing. So you may not have the best view, but I need to. Okay, so I don't start right at the beginning. I kind of start a little bit towards the middle, and then I get closer, okay? And then over here, the first one is always fine. The problem is getting the next one to match. And see there, it went a little bigger than I wanted, but we're gonna make it work, okay? Now, for the love of God, do something similar on the other eye. Whew. So, and again, whatever, like, if it's not perfect, like, if you're gonna come up to me with a measuring tape to tell me that one wing is bigger than the other, like, I'm just gonna have to punch you in the face and, call it a day. Because it's really not that big of a deal. It's just makeup. Alright. So now, off flick. So again, just something similar. And I don't know if you can still see. I'm just gonna live with it. Not perfect, but that's alright. Let me just see if there's anything. Maybe I'll do a little bit more here because the other side is thicker. Just to make it a little more even. And that's when I stop. Because if I keep going, then we're going to have wings all the way out here. I think that's decent. Once you put your mascara on, you can't really tell if it's like perfect or not. I have some itchy on the nose. Itchy on the nose. Okay. So now, next, and I'm just kind of waiting a second for this stuff to dry. It dries pretty quickly, but still. And see, like, my eyebrows don't look as crazy anymore because now I have eyeshadow and liner. So that's why I was saying, like, you kind of have to wait a little bit, before you, like, finish messing with the eyebrows. So then I just kind of do a curl and a curl. Okay. And then my Ever mascara, Ever Whiplash. I feel like I have stuff in my eyes. So since I started wearing contacts a couple years ago, I'm super sensitive about like feeling something in my eye. Before that, I never like really, felt anything. I'm sure I had all kinds of stuff in my eyes all the time, but I never felt anything. Now, whether I'm wearing contacts or not, I'm always like, oh, I have something in my eye. But, whatever. So, that's my mascara that I'm putting on. And I usually put a couple of coats on, but, I have to, like, be careful because I have the little short hairs closer to my nose that are, like, hard to grab because they're a-holes. You can see that's one, I was gonna say one cape. One layer, I think. What's the right word for mascara? See, because in Spanish it would be una capa, which is a cape. But that does not translate right whatsoever. So I think it's a layer. I think I just said it right before forgetting what it was called. And then I forgot because I'm old. The joys of getting old. Okay. So that's the first, yeah, it's layer, isn't it? Okay, that's the first, so I kind of give it a second. Stretch myself. Whew. And then we are going to go at it again. Ah! I got a little thing, but I got it off. See, if you're quick, then you're fine. You can avert a crisis. Okay, now I'm not gonna do any more because after that it would start looking clumpy and, you know, spidery. I don't know if you can see it with my background, but I tried putting it in the tube and I got it out of the tube. Hold on. Hold on. I'm telling you, this is like real life situations, okay? I'm not editing any of this out because, like, what are you gonna do if that happens to you in real life? See, I told you I needed to have a napkin nearby. And then I'll go wash my hand later. But I got most of it. So, yeah. I was telling you, my mascara, like, you know, it doesn't look that impressive on camera. But I love how it looks in real life. It doesn't look like those fake lashes, like cow lashes, you know, but that's okay. I don't really wear false lashes. I want to, but I ain't got the patience for that. I own a bunch of pairs, and I never really learned how to put them on without, you know, being annoyed. So I'm pretty happy with this mascara with the 2 coats. And my finger is still black. So, alright, and then the last thing we're going to do is just do a little bit of this liner. Just to kind of finish framing the eyes. Oh, and then we need to do the lipstick. I keep forgetting about the lipstick. I don't know why. And lipstick is one of my favorite things. So, what I do here is just lightly. I don't go crazy with it. And I don't do it in my inner rim anymore. I used to do my inner rim. Now I just do my lower, my, what do you call it? Under eye. I think it has to do with the contacts too. Just because, you know, I don't want to have extra stuff on my eyes, okay? So then I do it, and then quickly, well, it's still kind of, you know, a little wet. Oops, sorry. I'm filming on my phone, so something got on there. Okay, so while it's still a little wet, I take some shadow and I kind of, you know, go like that, just over the pencil. That will do 2 things. It's going to set the pencil, and it's going to also add a little bit of, you know, sparkle. Because you'll know I like some sparkle. So, see, it kind of gives the eyes a little bit extra definition. And with this whole mascara fiasco on my finger, I forgot to put some mascara on my lower lashes. So, that's what we're doing now. Okay. And my lower lashes are kind of crazy. Like, some of them are really long.